Welcome back to G Fun Facts Online, your go-to spot for the coolest science and tech insights. Today, we're diving deep into something that could revolutionize the way we package everything, from our food to our cosmetics. We're talking about protein-based biocoatings. Sounds fancy, right? But it's a super exciting field that's tackling one of our biggest environmental headaches: plastic pollution. So what exactly are these protein-based biocoatings? Imagine packaging that's not made from petroleum, but from proteins. These proteins can come from all sorts of places. Think plant sources like soy, corn zein, or wheat gluten. Or they can be animal-derived, like whey, casein, and gelatin. The biggest win here? These coatings are biodegradable and compostable. That means they break down naturally, helping us fight back against that ever-growing mountain of plastic waste. It's a huge step towards a greener planet. But it's not just about being eco-friendly. These protein coatings pack some serious functional punches. They can create really effective barriers against oxygen, moisture, and even those pesky aroma compounds that can make your food go stale or taste weird. This is a game changer for extending the shelf life of products. In fact, protein films often outperform films made from polysaccharides or lipids when it comes to mechanical strength and keeping gases out. Researchers are constantly tweaking these films to make them even more flexible, stronger, and better at resisting water, and the innovation in this space is just incredible. Let's talk about some of the recent breakthroughs. One of the big hurdles has always been matching the barrier properties of traditional plastics. But get this, soy protein films have shown oxygen permeability that's way lower than materials like low-density methylcellulose, starch, polyethylene, and pectin. Companies are even developing biodegradable protein films mixed with nanoclays, which massively boosts their tensile strength and makes them even better at blocking oxygen. Then there's active and intelligent packaging. This is where it gets really cool. Protein coatings can act as tiny delivery systems for active compounds. We're talking antimicrobials to fight off bacteria, antioxidants to keep food fresh, and even probiotics and prebiotics. This active packaging actively works to preserve food quality and safety. Some advanced materials can even change color to tell you if your food is starting to spoil. Imagine your food packaging giving you a heads up. And how about this? Edible films and coatings. Yes, you heard that right. Protein-based films that you can actually eat along with your food. This completely eliminates waste and adds a whole new level of convenience. These are especially awesome for perishable items like fruits and vegetables. No more peeling off annoying plastic wrap. Scientists are also getting creative with nanotechnology and material blends. By incorporating nanoparticles or mixing proteins with other biopolymers like chitosan or cellulose, and adding plasticizers like sorbitol or glycerol, they can significantly boost mechanical strength, water resistance, and barrier properties. Plus, this can sometimes help bring down costs. A key challenge for protein-based coatings has always been their natural attraction to water, what scientists call hydrophilicity. This can mess with their ability to act as a water vapor barrier. But researchers are tackling this head-on. They're using chemical modifications of proteins, adding other polymers or plasticizers, and even doing surface modifications with lipids or polysaccharides. There's also been great progress in how these proteins are processed, like through extrusion, which makes them easier to use for coating and lamination. And let's not forget about sustainable sourcing. There's a huge push to use proteins from agricultural waste and byproducts. This is fantastic, because it contributes to a circular economy, where waste becomes a valuable resource. Plant-based proteins, especially from cereals and legumes, are getting a lot of attention for film and coating production. So what's the market looking like for these protein films? It's booming. Driven by growing environmental concerns and a big shift towards biodegradable packaging in the food, pharmaceutical, and cosmetic industries, demand is soaring. The protein films market was valued at a whopping $1.27 billion in 2024, and it's projected to hit $1.34 billion in 2025. And the growth isn't stopping there. Plant-based protein films are really leading the charge. We're also seeing big multinational corporations making serious commitments to sustainable packaging goals, which is adding even more fuel to this fire. Now, it's not all smooth sailing. There are still challenges to overcome. Production costs can be higher than traditional plastics, and scaling up production to meet industrial demand is a significant hurdle. But the good news is that as technology advances, biodegradable options are becoming more cost competitive. Another challenge is that while they're improving, some bio-based films still don't quite match synthetic plastics in terms of mechanical strength and barrier performance under all conditions. Brittleness and water sensitivity are particular pain points for protein-based coatings. And finally, educating consumers about these new materials and navigating regulatory approvals are also crucial steps for widespread adoption. Despite these hurdles, the future for protein-based biocoatings in sustainable packaging looks incredibly bright. Ongoing research is laser-focused on enhancing their performance, slashing costs, and making production processes even more sustainable, like finding new ways to use agro-food waste. As the technology matures and we start seeing economies of scale, these biocoatings are definitely poised to play a massive role in creating a packaging industry that's more circular and much kinder to our environment. That's all for this episode of Fun Facts Online. What do you think about protein-powered packaging? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next dive into the fascinating world of science. Thanks for tuning in.